What's up, guys? Welcome back, or if it's your first time here, hi, I'm Christina, and today you probably clicked on this video because you wanted to learn how to do a system of equations with word problems. So let's get down to it, right? So we want to find two numbers whose sum is 28 and whose difference is 13, and that's all we're given. So we got to find out these numbers. Let's go for it. Now, with word problems, especially if you're, starting out, the best thing that I could recommend is always write down your variables. Now, in this case, we just want to find out two numbers. Now, I don't care what letters you use, whether you want to use A, B, C, X, Y, Z, I don't care. It's up to you. Usually, we generally go for definitely an X, right? Because we always solve for X equals. So let's do X equals, and we want to find out two numbers, right? So maybe we'll say that X is number 1. So it's the first number in this set. And give me another variable, right? We need two numbers. Now, I can't say that this is X again, because if I have two X's, that means that they're the same quantity, whether they're both going to be 4 or both 5 or 6. So I do need another variable, which means that I just need another letter. So instead of X, maybe I'll say Y. And this is now going to be my second number, which is number 2. Okay. Now we're going to use these variables and find out equations in which they tell me. Now they said that these two numbers, we don't know what they are yet, but X and Y, they have a sum of 28. And sum means addition. So, equation number 1 is if I add these two together, so maybe we'll say equation 1. If I add these two numbers together, what should the total be? Yeah, 28. It said that the sum was 28. So maybe we'll say that X plus Y, and you could say, Y plus X, it doesn't really matter, equals 28. Now, let's do another equation, right? Usually with two variables, the rule of thumb is that two variables, two equations. So two different variables, I am definitely looking for two equations. And the second equation says that their difference is 13. Now, it doesn't matter which one you put first. If you want to put down Y minus X, because difference means subtraction. You could do Y minus X, or you could do X minus Y. At the end of the day, you will get the same numbers, completely, but they're just going to be flipped for each other. So maybe we'll just keep it with X minus, right, subtraction, the difference. So if I subtract X from Y, or Y from X, my difference will be 13. Okay, now we have two equations in which we're going to use to now solve for X and Y. But the first thing is that we need to get our equations into just X equals or Y equals. Now, in this case, we have a beautiful setup here, and you can do, either substitution, you could do elimination, or the addition method when you have two variables. We have tons of videos on the channel, on the playlist, that go through these methods. But as of right now, if I notice here, I see that I have one equation that has a plus Y and one equation that's a minus Y. And maybe what I'll do is I'll take these, and if I add these two equations together, right, what's going to happen to those Y values? They'll cancel. And this is basically doing the addition method of systems of equations. Addition just means that you're going to be adding these two equations together. So let's go for it, right? If I add these two together, the plus Y and the minus Y, they go bye-bye. Should have been a poet, and I don't even know it. but they go bye-bye. And now I have x plus x. So how many x's do I have? I have 2 x's. And this will equal, well, let's see, 28 plus 13. We got 41. That looks good to me, right? And we have a sum of 28, difference of 13. So yeah, 8. That's what is that? 2. Yeah, 1. Yep, that's a 41. And now we're just going to divide by 2. Divide by 2. And when you divide this, 41.2, so let's see, 41, that's roughly about 20. 20 divided by 2, or 40 basically, 40 divided by 2. So this would be 20.5. Okay, so we found out that the x value, one of our numbers, was 20.5. Now, all you got to do is just get the other value. Use one of your equations and solve. I like to use addition over subtraction, so I'll use my first equation that we stated, right, which was x plus y equals 28. But now we know, and maybe I'll highlight this, one of our values is 20.5. So we're going to take that 20.5 and we're going to plug it into the x value. So 20.5 plus the y value equals the 28. And then get y by itself, so minus 20.5 on both sides, minus 20.5 on both sides. This goes bye-bye. And we get y equals whatever that is, right? 28 minus 20 is 8, but now you have a half, so 7.5. And that looks good to me. If we added this back up, you do get 28. And that's good to go for me. So let's box this off. Let's say that the other number was 7.5. And if we add these up, we get the 28. And if we subtract them, we get the 13. So our two values are 20.5 and 7.5. And that's it. There are your two values. And we are done. What'd you think? I hope this helped. Thank you so much for viewing the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to help us out. And we opened up memberships for the new year. So if you want to help the channel out a little bit more, you can. And thank you so much for that. Yeah, we got good things coming for you. We're always here. We got your back. And we really want you to, succeed in your, educational studies. So good luck in all your tests and quizzes. I'm always rooting for you. Also, I would like to give a huge shout out to Maricela. Thank you so much for being a member to the channel. Your support means a lot to my brother and me, and we're thrilled to have you be a part of this amazing community. Memberships are open on the channel, and if you want to become a member, just click that join button, which can be found below on any video if you're watching on your desktop, or it can be found on the overall channel page too. For all of you that want your name shown in the video, don't forget to choose the gold tier or higher. Thank you so much for considering, and have a great day. Talk to you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.